you were not prepared for the very thing that you prayed for. And instead of God telling you no, God answered your prayer and said yes. The thing is, though, what looks like trials and tribulation and struggling and going through is actually God preparing you for the very thing that you asked for. It's kind of funny. A lot of people will say, I'm just tired of going through. I'm tired of going through. Well, stop praying. Stop praying. The harsh truth is you were not prepared for the thing that you prayed for, or you are not prepared for the thing that you are praying for. This is your season of preparation. And yes, it's going to be hard. We can look at doctors and lawyers, and when we call on them, we don't consider the 7 to 14 years that it may have taken them to be in that very profession. But we know that they can do some amazing stuff. And we know that they do their job very well. But we never sit and consider all of the years that had to be hard. All of the years that they wanted to give up. All of the years that they wanted to quit. And probably the times where they took a break. Probably the times where they didn't know if they wanted to do the very thing that they said that they wanted to do. But when they make it over, they see that the very thing that they asked for, God took them through it. The very thing that they asked for, God gave them. The very thing. And it takes me back to Jeremiah 29:11, where Jeremiah wrote a letter to the exiles and was reminding them of God's promise. Yes, it may take 70 years, but God is going to come through. For I know the plans that I have for you, declared the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. But what God is saying right now, what looks like struggle, that's not true. Don't let people convince you that you're going through. Don't let people convince you that you ain't got your life together. Don't let people convince you that you're doing something wrong. You're not, my love. You're not. You are going through a season of preparation because the thing you prayed for, you were not prepared for. And God is preparing you. But after that season, then comes a season of restoration, where God will restore everything that was taken from you, everything that you did wrong. Now, in this letter, we got to, talk about how he was telling them these things because there were false prophets telling them that it could happen fast. Oh, it's not going to take that long. Y'all going to get your stuff back together. Y'all going to be all right. Y'all going to be able to come back home. It's not going to take that long. And it wasn't true. So not only was Jeremiah telling them to trust in the Lord, but he was also telling them, he was being very real with them, it's going to take some time. I want y'all to know that God takes his time. God is going to take his time. It's like a meal, when you order a meal from a restaurant and you order something so special. Some of y'all done had some special prayers. Y'all done made some real special, specific prayers. I mean, very detailed down to the T, because you know exactly what you want. And when you go to a restaurant and you order something like that, do you think your food is going to come out fast? You didn't order the gourmet meal. You didn't order something expensive. You didn't order something that ain't even on the menu. When everybody else is choosing these pre-made things from this menu and they're saying these pre-made prayers, you're able to step outside of it and say, no, I know what I like. I know what feeds my soul. That's not going to work for me. You put the menu down and you say, well, God, I'm about to tell you exactly what I want. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what to put on my plate. I'm going to tell you exactly the thing that is going to nourish me and make me happy in this lifetime. And you may look at Sally, you may look at Brittany and Sarah and see their plates come out faster than yours and wondering why. Why is my order taking so long? Why am I having to wait for my order? I am fidgeting. I am anxious. I'm wondering where it's at. My stomach is growling. I am getting uncomfortable. I'm ready to go. God said, get comfortable in the season of waiting, because you ordered something so special. It is catered, like it is literally made just for you. It's going to take some time, baby. It's going to take some time. And even as we're sitting at this table, once we order this food, we got to get ourselves in a position where we get comfortable with talking to the people at the table. Let's get comfortable talking. Let's get comfortable laughing and playing. Let me enjoy myself. You ever wondered when you paid attention to the fact that when you do that at a restaurant, you order your food, but you out with some friends and y'all having fun and y'all are laughing and y'all are talking, and it's just, the ambiance is amazing. Everything about this place is amazing. When you look up, before you know it, your food is being placed right in front of you. The plate is being placed right in front of you. The thing that God was preparing for you is now being placed right in front of you. Jeremiah was also telling the exiles, y'all need to get comfortable. It's going to take some time, but get comfortable. He was telling them to settle down. He was telling them to build. He was telling them to work. Baby, just because you are going through trials and tribulations, it doesn't mean that you should be beating yourself up about it every day. It doesn't mean that you should be telling yourself you don't deserve to go out. It doesn't mean that you should be telling yourself that you need to be in isolation. God is telling you to get up, get out, and start creating a life. And when it's time for your shift, you will be shifted. When it's time for that very thing to come into your life, you will know. But right now, you so focused on the thing that I'm preparing, you steady looking in the kitchen. You steady watching you steady seeing what I'm going to do. We do not have the ability to see what God is doing behind the scenes. So in order for us to really, truly have peace, we got to stop looking. Stop looking for it. And I'm going to tell y'all something too. This is the difference between preparation and struggle. People don't understand, it's two different things, baby. I'm not struggling, baby. I'm in preparation. Do you hear me? I'm not struggling. God is preparing me for the very thing that I prayed for. People who are in struggle, they never make it out and they never get to the point of restoration. These are people whose lives have looked the same from literally till they die, till they pass over. They don't get fulfillment in this lifetime. They never get fulfillment in this lifetime. Those who are going through a struggle. People don't let nobody convince you that you're struggling. Start telling people, baby, God is preparing me. God is preparing me for my blessing. I'm not struggling. I'm in preparation. Because in preparation, this is the thing. We like to believe that we are struggling. But God is saying, I am preparing you. So now that I believe I'm struggling, every single thought of mine is going to tell me that I'm struggling. The devil is in my ear telling me that I'm struggling. The devil is in my ear telling me that I'm a burden on people. The devil is in my ear telling me that I'm never going to make it out of this season. The devil is in my ear telling me that I'm just like everybody else. And my dreams will not come true. And I will not be the very thing that God said I was going to be. Y'all, you got to understand, when the devil begins to speak to you, it comes from a place of struggle. Baby, you're not struggling. You in preparation. And I want you to hold close and tight to Jeremiah 29:11. Because God said, I know the plans that I have for you. And you are in preparation right now. When you are in preparation, you get to kick your feet up. People ain't going to like it. They're going to be like, she ain't got no money in her pocket. Why she going out to eat? She ain't got no money in her pocket. Why she running around here smiling? She ain't got no money in her pocket. Why she comfortable? Everywhere she go, she should be upset that her life look like that. No, baby, I am being prepared. God is preparing me. I'm not struggling. Okay? And this is a message for y'all who need to understand, get out of that struggle mindset, baby. You're not struggling. You're in preparation. And you initially were not prepared for the thing that you prayed for, but God is preparing you. And God wants me to tell you that everything that was taken away from you, God is going to restore. Settle down, build, and work. Because I promise you, before you know it, your miracle is coming. I love you. And if this message resonated with you or anybody that you know, please send this to them and share this so that we can get the word to everybody that we know.